Hello! This is the 10 Pence Arcade Podcast, your favourite podcast with 10 in the title, and it's a retro video games podcast born in 2014 from the ashes of a phoenix coming out of the ground, maybe. And we are still going strong. Alex is pulling funny faces at me now. We're still going strong in 2026. We've had a few ups and downs. We've had a few changes, but we're back. We're on course for a record-breaking year of stories, of games, of pickups, of
woot woot,
of good singing. If you like that singing last month, just let us know, lads.
Oh, they did. They loved it.
Well, some guy was going to leave, weren't he? He said, "If you sing like that again, I'm unsubscribing."
Oh.
And I think he meant it.
Can't
remember who it was, but yeah.
Can we deal with losing one? I mean, how does that affect the money to make the income coming in? I mean, well, you know, it's a tough life, Shaun, at the moment. I don't know if we could deal with someone dropping out right now. Maybe someone else could, you know, up their money.
Yeah. Well, we don't get any money. It's all free of charge.
What? I thought I was getting... Mate, I've been doing this for a year. I thought I was getting a payment at the end of this year for doing all these podcasts. You tell me I'm doing this for nothing. Oh, right, that's it. I'm out of here. Right, see you later.
He's getting up.
How you doing, mate? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Oh, I've got a bad back. I'm struggling to get comfortable in this chair.
Oof.
Yeah, but I'm all right. I'm good.
Have you been
up to loads? I've been up to loads. But you get into what you've been up to first, because I'm really excited to hear what you've been up to.
I have been getting mixed up on Facebook. I saw that Taggsta had moved back to the UK, and we talked about it. Or get in touch. And then he messaged me. He said, "To be honest, Shaun, I haven't moved back to the UK. I don't know where you've got that from."
Yeah, where did you get that from then?
I don't know. I think I had two tabs open at once on Facebook.
You're probably reading some old tweets or something from 5 years ago.
It's probably reading something, yeah. And I got it all mixed up. So he's not going to move back.
Again, we was getting all excited
to meet him. Yeah,
don't meet up, and it's not happening now. Now, well,
I think he should do now, shouldn't he? To like make it real.
Why would you want to come back here right now? I've got no idea.
Yeah, the weather and
the weather.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the weather's been awful. You need a boat to get around in this country, not a car.
And everything going on with the political landscape. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, but we don't talk about that because we talk about video games. Video games, don't we?
Well, actually, I thought this was about 10p's, this podcast. It's got 10p in the title. I thought it was about old money. We're collectors of old money, no? I bet we get a lot of coin collectors tuning into this thinking it's going to be about finding money with metal detectors and stuff.
No, not so far.
Not so far. Okay, well, that's... Let's stay on topic.
Yes. Right. What I've been up to, apart from getting Taggsta all mixed up, apologies, mate, because I got a few messages and I think he did as well. Oh, Taggsta's moving back, and no, sorry, he's not. He's happy in Australia. So I've been to. It's been a month, hasn't it? Yeah, I've been to the Haslingden Halo, which Jan likes, which is a big sort of saucer thing on top of a big hill in Rossendale.
Saucer thing on top of a big hill, well, like a flying saucer, what, like aliens?
Yeah, and it's like it looks like one of them dishes that shoots up to the sky, but it all lights up at night. And
is it sucking up cows?
I think so. Yeah, you do see a few horns lying around and stuff, and hooves. But yeah, we go up there. We like it up there. It's a nice walk. It's a fantastic view over the valley.
Did you take your cagoule?
Oh, I took my waterproofs because it was peeing down my rain. And there was this other couple.
Cagoule is the waterproof, Shaun.
There was this other couple, and we looked at each other and I said, "We are mad, aren't we, coming up here in this weather?" And they laughed, and we all laughed, and we had a cuddle, and we went down into the town and had a coffee. And then they said, "Do you want to come back to mine for a foursome?" And I said, "What?
What?
What?" I said, "I don't want to do that. I've just met you up a hill in Rossendale."
God.
Actually, I might have made all of that up, but yeah.
Yeah, what are you watching?
Oh, yes.
Well, what else you been up to then, mate?
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? So I've been to Morecambe Bay.
Blimey, I was there when I was a kid in late 80s. I haven't been back since.
And we had
arcade there still?
Yeah, we had a look around, and the actual place, like the seafront's really nice. It's been landscaped, and you got the Eric Morecambe statue that you can pose by.
Right.
And had a nice meal in a like cafe thing, but there was about 5 arcades. I think 2 of them were closed. Probably because it was a Sunday, but there's nothing in them, mate. There's one thing I actually saw with a physical joystick, and that was Minecraft Dungeons. And I saw a pinball in another one of them, which was Pirates of the Caribbean. So I played that and managed to get a replay just on 1 credit. If you put your own money in a pinball, you play so much better, you know.
Yeah, I bet the arcades were better before the video scene came along. You know, when it was old sort of electromechanical stuff, I would imagine it'd be more fun than they are today. It just all looks the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, there wasn't just wasn't anything there.
EAG was on last month as well. We didn't mention it. I didn't go.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I thought last year it wasn't particularly very good. All the machines look the same. They all look like they come out of the same factory in China. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before, you know, you had Namco, Bandai Namco, Sega, Electrocoin. They're all kind of doing their own thing. They all had something different, but now they all look like they're using the same factory in China. You can't put a razor blade between them. They're so similar in how they look, you know, with all the LED lights, the flat screens. It's just uninspiring. So I didn't go this year, but that's a sign of the times, isn't it? The arcades are just not as good.
Yeah, it's all it's things you can't get at home, but you know, like huge big races, and a lot of them has like the initial D and the Wang Gang Man Gang maximum tune thing. They have a card system where you can save your game. Because when you start it up, there's these like Korean or Japanese guys saying like to their enemy, competitor, whatever, "I will beat you on the race. We are racing." That's the story. So you've got to beat him, and then you can get upgrades at the end of the race. But if you've not got if you can't credit on and you've not got one of them cards, you can't save your progress. So there is a lot of that.
And graphically, they don't look great, do they? I mean, the home consoles are more powerful than the arcades now, I think, aren't they? What you can get at home.
Yeah,
so unless they're bringing something really different and unusual, just doesn't inspire me to go into an arcade these days.
It's weird because I think we've said this before. They've got a massive budget to produce these things, and then they put out these PS3, early PS4 era graphics. Like you could be doing like the top end PCs are doing ray trace stuff now.
Yeah.
And they could put I don't know why they do it, but they've done it all along. Even some of the House of the Dead games, you think, God, this is a PS1 game in it, but it's not. It's House of the Dead. It's strange that they must put all the money into making the molds and the like joysticks and the yokes and the gear sticks. That must cost a lot. Yeah. But you'd think they'd spend a bit on the actual software, wouldn't you, mate?
Yeah, I mean, it was a couple of years ago, VR was quite a big thing at EAG, and I was actually quite impressed by some of the cabinets they had on show. They had a motorbike. I do like the motorbike games, but this bike looked like the bike from Tron. You know, it's very futuristic. It had all the LED lights, and then you put the VR headset on, and it was incredible. And I thought, God, this is the first time I'm kind of excited about a new arcade game, because it was just awesome. You know, not many people are going to have that experience at home, a full-size futuristic motorcycle where you're racing against your opponent, and you know, you could look behind over your shoulder, and you could see your opponent coming up beside of you, which I thought was incredible, absolutely incredible. But I think since COVID, the idea of putting a VR headset on is kind of probably not a good idea. You know what I mean? And I think you need someone to man it as well. They're not easy things for just anyone to go up to and, you know, mount this big headset on and get on the motorbike on yourself. I think you need someone there, which obviously costs money, doesn't it? But Sega did it, didn't they, with the R360? That was a huge machine. They had to have someone there attending the machine, making sure it was safe. So depends if they're going to make money on it, if it's going to be a big hit. But you never get that kind of impression when you go to EAG that, wow, this is the next big thing. This is so cool. This is going to be massive. Kids going to go nuts for it. You never get that. It's like we've seen it. It's been done before so many times. But anyway, yeah. What have you been up to? Else you've been up to, mate?
I've been relearning over Christmas and New Year. I've been relearning Ableton Live music software. I used to use it a couple of years ago, and it's it's really good. I'm doing a few beats again. I'm doing a few sort of semi tunes. I'm trying to get back into it. And it's when you get like, my work is like, it's only 8.5 hours a day, but it's an hour drive. It's an hour drive there, and it's going to be an hour and a half drive home. And it's you go in at the minute. I go to work in the dark. I come home in the dark, and it's the last thing you want to do is like start messing around with like software. Yeah. So I'll leave that. I get on it at weekends, but I am enjoying that. I want to make some music again, some like techno style music. I do.
That's really cool, mate. That's really cool. I mean, I had a similar thought this week. You know, I play bass. I'm not very good at it, but I do love playing bass. I've been playing on and off since I was about 19. And I've got a lovely Music Man bass guitar. I mean, it's a beautiful guitar. And what was it? About a year ago, I decided instead of having it in the stand, I'd mount it on the wall, because I thought that looked cool, having a guitar mounted on the wall. But for some strange reason, it had an effect on the wood. And the neck of the bass guitar had a slight curvature in it, which is not good. So I started messing around with a truss rod. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I thought I'd give it a go. And I just made it worse, so that it had really high action on the strings. And I just could not, for the life of me, get it back to where it was when I first got it. And it's been like that for 7 months now, sat here, me dithering, or not even having the time to sort it out. And last weekend, I thought, sod this, I'm going to take it down to my local music shop and get it sorted, which is what I did on Saturday. Took it in there, and they've taken it off my hands. I said, yeah, we can fix that. It'll be about a week. So hopefully next week I'll have my guitar back. And I want to do exactly what you're doing, mate. I want to get, there's a Korg mini keyboard thing I want to get, just to play around with sounds and music and stuff. And I've got a drum machine and stuff and pedals. And I just want my bass guitar permanently set up so I can just come in here, pick it up and play. Because at the moment it's a bit of a faff getting everything out. But yeah, I think it's a great thing to do, mate, music. It's quite therapeutic, I think, just sitting there trying to create something.
Yeah, I've got an actual physical drum machine, which is a Roland TR-8S.
Is that an old one?
It came out in 2018, but they reckon it's like the best thing they've ever done. So really? They've still been updating it, like even up to 2023 they were updating it. And I got it in 22. So I think they're done now. But no, actually, I think the last one was version 3, which was last year. So
you just mess with beats in? Is that all you do?
Yeah, it's so tactile. If you're familiar with like the Roland drum machines, with a little
Yeah,
like 16 little buttons you can press along for the beat on the bottom.
yeah,
Well, it's like that, but you can manipulate it in any way. So,
right.
and the sounds you get out of it are excellent. So I use that for the sounds, and I have got a MIDI keyboard. It's a Roland M32.
Cool.
No, hang on. Native Instruments M32 or K32. So I use
Yeah.
that as well. So instead of trying to program sounds like with a slider and a piano roll, you can do that in Ableton, or you can play your keyboard. Your computer keyboard. Nothing beats like playing it like a piano.
Yeah.
You've got velocity on it and everything. So I can use that.
Think you're doing any singing on it or any sort of vocals on it at all?
Oh yeah, do you want to hear one of my songs is called "I Fell Over a Log"? Do you want to hear it?
How many? Let's just got to work out if we're going to lose any of our listeners if you start
I
singing.
fell over a log. It looked like a dog. I was in the fog, and then
Yeah. So
no.
did you say once you actually wrote a song back in the day? Did you? Was it a hit?
No.
No, you wrote a song or you programmed a game, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did a game. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you write the music for it?
Yeah.
Did you?
On an Amiga.
You didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't sing on it.
No.
No, it wouldn't have gone down well, would it? Keep trying that, mate. You can get auto tune now. There's a lot of these singers now. They use auto tune.
I'd need like an auto.
They're all doing it, aren't
double
they?
auto tune. Yeah, I'm not very good.
Taking it out of music, killed music. AI auto tune. It's awful. It's so obvious, though. They think they're getting away with it, but it's so obvious they're using it because the AI tries to figure out. It doesn't know what note they're trying to sing. And if the singer's not quite getting to that note, it will go to the next nearest one. So you can hear the AI trying to adjust to get to what it thinks is the note it's trying to sing. I've watched loads of videos on it because a lot of people are doing it now, and it's just not rock and roll. It's just not what I want to listen to. The whole point of, I think, with AI, it should stay out of anything that is creative. So art, paintings, music. What else have you got? Pictures. It's being used in so many different ways now, but I think it should stay out of creativity. That should be done with the human hand and the human eye. Otherwise, what is it about? What are you actually looking at if it's not made by a human?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It's too far gone now. Like there was this developer that made like 80% of a game with AI.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of program it, so you got to be clever what you're doing. But then he used that as a template to put proper textures on it. So he used it as a kind of like an actual a bare sort of texture thing to build the AI universe. But it's so easy to do, and it will add like textures and trees and stuff. But yeah, there's a big kickback from the creative community because
there should be, because I don't want it. It was a novelty when it come out, but the novelty's worn off so quickly for me now. When everyone sends me something and it's AI, I don't even click on it. I've just got no interest in it whatsoever. Just doesn't do it for me.
Our theme tune at the end, at the 10 pence.
It's AI.
It is, yeah. Mm. That's good, though.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest with you. If you're creative and I'm a creative, we should do our own song.
Yeah, I don't use AI. I don't use AI to make music. It's kind of cheating, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Go on.
Well, have you got anything else?
I think that's it. You're in here.
What's this new about New Wave?
I don't know if you know this guy. That's why I put it in. New Wave Toys Shiloh Prychak. It's with a heavy heart. The passing of Shiloh. New Wave Toys chief mastermind has passed away.
Oh.
They are vivid, quite shaken by it. Creativity and passion were the foundation of this company. And this impact on our team, our partners, and the arcade community cannot be overstated. So during this time, the current and former managers are are coming together to help stabilise the business.
Right.
As you may know, many projects in progress at the time of his passing. We will try to complete these as we go along.
Right.
A new
Well,
wave.
I like the new wave toys. They're good.
They're smaller ones, aren't they?
Sorry?
Are they smaller ones?
Yeah, they did the Food Fight, they did the Asteroids, Dragon's Lair, Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts, Cuba, Space Ace, Tempest, Centipede. They've done loads. Street Fighter. I really like them. The build quality is not as good as Quarter Arcades, which is the British company that makes the slightly bigger ones. But the Quarter Arcades are bigger and they're not so easy to display. Whereas the new wave toys, being that little bit smaller, are easier to collect for and display. That's why I like them.
How do they play? Do they play all right?
No, they're display pieces. You know, it's like people collecting, I don't know, Game & Watch or figures or, I don't know, anything that you just like to display. I mean, you can play some of them. Food Fight plays really well. Cuba plays really well. Dragon's Lair, if you like Dragon's Lair, plays all right. But the others, you wouldn't play Ghosts and Goblins on that thing. You wouldn't get anywhere. And I have tried. Tempest plays okay. But they're not really for that reason. They are just lovely display pieces. If you've got a nice games room, they look really cool. And just having them on the attract mode in the background is just nice. When you've got them all on, it sounds like you've got your own mini arcade. It's really cool, you know. I really like them. I hope they sort themselves out. I hope they've got someone to replace the former, what was he, manager or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, co-founder. Yeah.
Co-founder. I'm sure they'd be fine.
Oh, a new, founder actually. Yeah. But coming on to this one.
Yeah.
Mr. Marland sent me a Donkey Kong ROM hack, Bowser's Takeover.
Yes.
And you can play it in a browser, and it's weird, isn't it? He
sent me that as well.
It's proper 8-bit graphics.
Yeah.
But there's no hammers, and you get these stars, don't you?
That's right.
Where you can walk through stuff.
Yeah, I hope they put that on some sort of ROM, so you can put it on a daughter board or something, on a remix kit. Would be cool to have that running in an original cabinet.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good as Donkey Kong actually, but it's a nice sort of take on it.
Yeah, well, it's just cool that people are still doing that kind of stuff, messing around with the original hardware. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's called Bowser's Takeover, so it's him you've got to beat. But it's weird that there's no hammer, but you've got these stars that you can use. You've got to collect the stars to clear the level, so it's a bit of a collector thing. Yeah. You can play it in a browser, and I'll put a link in the no shows for that one. And also, I was looking at your Facebook posts. You know, you're going back in time, aren't you?
You're looking nosy, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't really go on Facebook, but I thought I better look because you're putting stuff on. And you had a video pinball. I didn't know you had a video pinball.
I did.
An Atari video pinball.
And I'm trying to think where I got that from.
See, I was gobsmacked when I first saw one of them. It's like only in the last 6 or 7 years I saw one of them. I thought, God, this is amazing. It plays well.
It is. It does play well. I really like it. I wish I never sold it. Like a few of my stuff, but
it's got nudge on the control panel. You press that down to nudge. Really clever. And the physics are good for is it 1978 that or 76?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the game. And I didn't know you had one, so I would have come around your house. I probably didn't know you at that time, but I just not.
Yeah, I can't remember who I sold that to now, and where that came from. I got a feeling it came from the French raid we did. Pretty sure it did. Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, I love to look at it. The great thing about that cabinet, it's actually quite slim, so it's kind of like a cabaret in width. It's not that tall either, but it's got that lovely depth to it. It's got the half mirror in there, hasn't it? It's got all the black lights going on. The actual control panel's got like a nudge, so you can actually push down on the control panel to nudge the play field. Yeah, it's got an actual physical play field, hasn't it? And the kind of graphics, the sprites are projected onto that like another layer. So it gives it a kind of 3D look, doesn't it? Like a
Yeah.
real pinball table.
It's very
Amazing
clever.
for its time. It's, what is it, 79, something like that? Must be.
Yeah, 78, 79. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, what have you been doing, young man? Look at this, look at it. Look at it. It looks like a house to me with the
Oh,
green.
that's the house I'm working on in Oxford. It takes me about an hour to get there every morning and every day, Shaun. It's
Oh,
been
God.
raining, pouring down. I mean, every day I've got absolutely soaking wet. In the end, I've actually thought about going into like a diver's centre and buying a wetsuit because I thought that's the only way. I might as well just get wet, but be warm with it. But you can see there, I've got a scaffolding up and I've draped a tarpaulin over, so I work underneath that tarpaulin, but it still drips through. It's in Headington, which is the east side of Oxford. I don't know if you know it, but if you look at the picture below, can you see that? I've just added that actually because it just reminded me. There is a house with a full-size 30-foot long great white shark embedded in the roof of this house.
No, I can't see that. Have you just put it in?
I've just put it in the pictures.
Oh, maybe I've not updated it. No, I can't see that.
Update it. It's crazy. So this was the house of a former DJ. And I think he went to some. I read the story. He went to some TV studio that had closed down and just bought a load of props. And this shark was one of the props. And he just thought he'd stick it into the roof of his house. Look, if you've never heard of this, guys, just look it up. It's called the Shark of Headington in Oxford. It's for real. It doesn't. If you look at that picture, you'd think that's been done by AI, but that picture there I took because my mates couldn't believe me. I said, no, it's for real. And now I think the new owners of the house rent it out, and a lot of the students that come to Oxford, they all want to stay or rent that house. It's like a big rush or queue to get to that house. I don't know whether the shark's head actually comes into the bedroom roof. I'd like to think it does, but it's just amazing that it's still there. It had problems getting planning, obviously, but now the local council absolutely love it, and it's become like a tourist attraction, which is pretty cool. It's just so random, so funny. I sent the picture to Whitney in Kentucky, and he just went, "What the F? What is that?" It's crazy.
Crazy British people with your weird humour.
Yeah. So yeah, been busy working. What else have I been up to? I did a great game room tour. Oh, so excited to do this because I haven't done a game room tour since the beginning of last year. And I think I only did one last year. But I've got loads planned for this year. I've got about 5 to 8 potential game room tours lined up, which is awesome. So anyway, Jeremy, Arcadian in the community, he's got a lovely classic arcade collection. And me and Ed went there to film this amazing room that he's got. It's just absolutely amazing. I don't know if you can see the pictures there below, Shaun. He's got track and field, scrap.
Yeah. It looks really cool, that.
He's got a lovely radar scope red Donkey Kong. Got some cool pinball machines, Adam's Family, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and a Hunchback. He's got a Hunchback kit in a Donkey Kong. You can't see it, it's not in the picture, but that was really fun to play. So that was really cool. Spent the day there with Jeremy, filmed that. I've just got to edit that down. Hopefully that will be out for the weekend for people to watch, which was nice. Also did a live feed on the channel with Ed, where we asked the audience Capcom or Konami. So my question for the live feed, I've been thinking about this question for quite a while. I'm thinking about maybe doing a video actually on it, but then I thought let's just do it live and see what people think. And we've got great feedback, great chat in the comments because it is a difficult question. So basically we asked, pick your top 10 favourite Capcom games from any decade and any platform. So it could be on the Mega Drive, SNES, NES, Spectrum, and your favourite top 10 Konami games. Once you've compiled that list, you've then got to pick between one company or the other to take to your desert island, which was really difficult to do because they're both great companies, both made great games. But I think at the end of the day, a lot of it came down to a particular game. You know, I chose Capcom in the end because I love Ghosts and Goblins, and I spent a lot of time playing Street Fighter back in the day. And Ed picked Konami. But I mean, you know, someone said in the comments, "Can we take an EverDrive with all of them on?" Which I thought was quite funny because it is so difficult. Do you know what you would choose, Shaun?
Out of them lot, I don't know.
I know you haven't got a list in front of you, but top of your head, if you could pick 10 games from Capcom, Konami, and then only take one company with you, what would it be?
I'm looking at my favourite. My favourites are...
You like Juno First, don't you?
Yeah. That's Konami, isn't it?
Juno First, yeah.
Yeah.
Iris.
Yeah.
Well, should I read out my list? I've got my list here.
Go on, I've got Sun. The games I've been playing, I'll just run through them. Because I've got a 4-way stick in my thing at the minute. So I'm playing... Yeah. I always have these favourites in. They're just end of the night, like auto fire. Really enjoy them. Sun, Horizon, Road Fighter... And then the 8-way games. Vulgus, I love Vulgus. I always have done, like very, very early Capcom games. And Viper Phase 1, which is a shooter.
I've never played that.
We've done it on the... It's like a kind of a spiritual successor to the Raiden series.
Oh, okay. I've played that.
But it's I love it. I don't know why. I've always got that in my favourites, Viper Phase 1. So them ones, yes, and I've always keep them in my favourites. Always load them on.
Yeah.
Sun, Horizon, Road Fighter, Vulgus, Viper Phase 1. That's what we've been playing.
Right. From Konami, I picked Time Pilot 84, Juno First, Hypersport, Salamander, Kicker, Gyrus, Jackal, Contra 3 Alien Wars, Axlay, Castlevania 4, Batman Returns. Capcom, I picked Street Fighter, Resident Evil 4, Commando, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, 1942, Ghosts and Goblins, Gunsmoke, Saturday Night Slam Masters, The Speed Rumbler, and Black Tiger. Ooh. All fantastic games. And I had to pick one company, and I picked Capcom. Difficult, isn't it?
I love early Capcom stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, I also managed to get my Atari Food Fight working, Shaun.
Oh, shame.
Sorry, what is it you don't like about it? Come on, it's a great game.
Oh, I find it very... I don't know. I've tried it over the years, like maybe 5 or 6 times. Like we
haven't done it for the podcast, have we?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I won't be playing that. Yeah, it's just... Like I said, like 20 times when someone's watching me, I said, need twin stick on this. With a twin stick. Yeah,
but it's got that analog stick that works really well with this game, I think. I think that's the... Have you played it on an original cabinet? Because it does play better.
Yeah, I played it quite recently at Arcade Club, yeah. Well, maybe in the last year or so.
I love it. It's got that one more go vibe to it, you know, and because the levels are so quick... It's like you're on to the next one, on to the next one. They're a little bit like Robotron. It's constant wave after wave after wave, and you just keep going. I think it's a brilliant game, and the cabinet is just drop dead gorgeous. Look at it, awesome. So
yeah, the cab is amazing.
Yeah,
with the shape of the chef on the side and the artwork. Yeah, it's great. That
Paul come over and helped me get that going. Well, it is his cab. I don't actually own it yet, but he's such a lovely bloke. He said, "Look, just borrow it for 3 months. If you like it, after the 3 months, decide whether you want to buy it. If not, then bring it back. I've got other cabs if you're interested, you know."
Paul,
I think
Paul
I will. Huh?
Paul who?
Paul Madden.
Oh, Madden. Poptastic, is it?
Poptastic, yeah. But no, I think I will take this. I've just got to get the joystick fixed because the joystick is loosey goosey. It's it needs some rubber grommets in it, which are not difficult to get. It needs tightening up.
It's quite a unique stick in it, really. Is it like?
I think it's the first arcade machine to have an analog stick.
Yeah.
Which is quite unusual. Yeah, it's a very unusual stick, and I think this is one of the reasons why it didn't do very well. Well, probably two reasons. A, it was off the back of the crash, which finished, 82, 83. So it was released around about that time. But also, listening to the Ted Dabney Experience podcast, they did an interview with a designer, Jonathan Hurd, and he said whenever he went into an arcade to see his game at that time when it was released, he said he always found the joystick was busted. Oh. So it's not going to make any money, is it? Kids are going to go up to that machine and go, I can't play this. And they're not going to put any money in it. So that could be one of the reasons why it didn't sell particularly well. I think they only made 1,900 cabinets, and that's including the cocktails, which I think they made 100 of, and Atari Island made they call it a cabaret version, but it's not that small. It's quite a big cabinet, but it is smaller than that American Atari cabinet. Still nice, but I still think this one is the best. But yeah, I you know, it wasn't, the game actually wasn't made by Atari, it was made by GCC.
Right,
Atari just made the cabinet. GCC made that Missile Command, Super Missile Command. Do you remember they went to court over it?
Yeah, Miss Pac-Man as well.
Yeah, that's the company that designed and made Food Fight, which I forgot to mention in my video. Oh dear, I always forget something. But yeah, I did a video of it. It's really cool. A little bit of gameplay. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've also been playing lots of Congo Bongo, which we'll get into later. I've been playing Gallagher 88, which I went back and listened to you and Vic's old podcast of that, which was good, to get some tips. I didn't realise that, you know, the bonus stages on that, if you don't press any buttons and don't waggle the joystick around, you get 10,000 point bonus just for not doing anything. If you don't touch it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, you did, because you said it's been a long time, but you do mention it in the podcast.
All right, yeah.
Why would you implement something like that into a game? It's weird, isn't it? It's not like, it's a bit like Astro Blaster does that, or maybe it's a bug. Maybe there was a bug there, and they just thought, oh, the easy way around it is just give them a bonus. If they find it, give them a bonus. It must be the same as like what they did with Astro Blaster, because there's loads of hidden secrets and bonuses in that game that you'd think you'd never know to get them. They almost feel like bugs, and they've just added some points to them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've also been playing, because I've been doing a lot of high score challenges as well with some other YouTubers, and we each pick a game for a week. And my mate picked Game Ground. Scott, Sega Zombie. He's got his YouTube channel. And I'd never played this. I've got it in my collection. I never really put any time into it. I didn't realise there was an arcade version of this game as well. It's by Sega. I don't know what year it came out. I'm guessing late 80s, early 90s. But the arcade machine, you see that picture there, Shaun? It's a free-player arcade game. And it's hard to describe this game. It's a very strategic, slow-paced kind of shooter where you've got loads of different characters that you can pick from, but they've all got different abilities, and you've got to pick which is the best character to get off certain screens. Because some of them have got like two attacks. One would be like a spear attack that you can kill people up close. The other attack is like you throw the spear, so it gets up onto the castle mounts, so you can take out enemies up there. But if you haven't got that character, it's very hard to progress through the game. It plays great on the Mega Drive, although there is a lot of slowdown. I haven't played the arcade version because it didn't work on my Pi. And I don't know whether that's because it uses a mid-res monitor or it's because it's a free-player game. But I'd really love to play that. Do you know if the Arcade Club have got that?
I haven't seen it.
Never seen that.
No.
It's a mad-looking cabinet. I would imagine that's a really good free-player party game ground.
Wonder how it does free player
Mega
then.
Drive anyway.
Is it side-scrolling?
It plays on the Master System a little bit quicker, but for some reason they've zoomed in the screen, so you see less of the screen further up the field, which I'm not a fan of. I still think the Mega Drive version is the best. But yeah, good little game that. So yeah, Game Grounds, what a great game. Check that out on the Mega Drive, guys. Yeah, and that's about it. That's what I've been up to, mate. Lots of really cool stuff.
Yeah. I think that's it. Them game room pics looks really good, by the way.
Podcast pickups.
Right, podcast pickups. Shall I go first?
Yeah.
This is a pod. This you need this to do a good podcast. You need some utilities to do. We've got a new sink. Because the other one was old and janky, yeah. But you need it, don't you? Because if you want to have a brew and that halfway through a game, and you've got to use the taps. Got new taps as well, new taps and sink.
You need that for the podcast. You haven't got a brew to hand, have you? So that doesn't work.
No, I've got a Heineken Zero here.
Oh, nice. Getting drunk on the job, mate. It's not good.
That's zero alcohol.
Is that it? Is that your pickup?
Yeah, one pickup. Oh, yeah. He fixed a toilet as well. This guy.
Fantastic.
We had a leaky toilet, and he fixed that while he was here. I thought, oh god,
riveting.
Yeah, so you need an arcade toilet and you need an arcade sink.
Well, that's fantastic pickup, mate. That's really riveting, interesting. Write a book on it.
Go on,
I've picked up.
You've got some proper pickups here, mate.
I did, yeah. Well, I've been after this game for ages. Didn't think I would pick this up at all because it's quite a rare game. It is the Speed Rumbler by Capcom. It's got the Japanese ROM on it, which is, oh my god, I can't remember. Crash and Burn, is it? I don't know. I think I've got that wrong, the Japanese ROM for it. But anyway, it's got the original ROMs on it, which is awesome. The guy was about to send it out, and he tested it before he sent it out, and he said, "Sorry, Alex, it's got issues." I said, "What?" "No." He said, "Yeah, it works fine, but one of the inputs doesn't work, so the down input doesn't work, so you won't be able to play it." I said, "Oh, you're joking." He said he seems to think it's an easy fix. And I asked a few of my mates, and he said it should just be one of the resistors on the board. So hopefully I can get that fixed. He did knock a lot of money off me. I got it for 75 quid, which I thought was a bargain, if I can get it fixed. Because it's a game I've been wanting to play for ages. I think it's a really cool game. Have you played it?
Yeah, I had a little go when we were looking at it, and you get out of your car, don't you?
You do, yeah.
I don't know what use that is.
Well, no, you've got a health bar on your car because you're constantly getting bombarded by other cars and people on foot trying to destroy you. If your car's about to blow up, you can jump out. A little bit like what's the game where you can get out your ship? I'm thinking of Starship Command on the BBC Micro. Just as your ship's about to blow up, you can press the escape pod and escape. And if you've got enough points, you can move on to the next level. It's similar kind of mechanic. If your car blows up and you manage to get out, you can wander around, still fire on foot, and you're this tiny little man. So you're very vulnerable. But if you find another car, you can get into that car and carry on with the game with full health again. So it's got a lovely mechanic to it, I think. There's loads of pickups in the game. You know, you can get stronger weapons, stronger armor, more health. but it's quite a chaotic game as well. I don't know. I think it's one of those games. I've watched a lot of videos on it where it's got a lot of potential, a lot of replay value, which is what I like, and it's a fairly tough game. Not too easy. Do you know what I mean? It's got a lot going for it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pick up this Sub-Electro ISIS cab soon, and I was thinking maybe to making that into like a dedicated speed rumbler, which I think would be quite cool, because I've never seen one. Anyway, so I picked that PCB up. That was good. As I said, I went to Jeremy's and did the game room tour, and he kindly gave us an Atari 2600 and 7800 visual compendium.
Ooh.
The book. I haven't actually looked at it yet, but that looks nice. I've got some Dirty Donny posters, a lot smaller ones that he's given me, which is really nice of him. I've put the Cuba one up at the end of the games room. I'm surrounded by Dirty Donny posters, but they do look cool, don't they? Do you know what I mean? You can see that one above me. They just pop, don't they?
Yeah. Black lighted them, have you?
Huh?
Put black lights on them.
Yeah, you put black lights on them, yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Also got a Kong Off t-shirt. Did I mention this last time? Russ sent me a Kong Off t-shirt. It was too small, so he sent me another one out. So huge thanks to him. And I also picked up some Neo Geo advertising magazines and fan club magazines. This was a bit of a weird one because I got a message on my YouTube channel from a subscriber saying, "Oh, I've got a load of magazines you can have." And I thought, all right, what are they? Sort of Neo Geo magazines, like from back in the day. And I thought, oh yeah, that would be cool. I said, where are you? You in the UK? He said, I'm in Whitney, near Oxford. I thought, blimey, that's like 20 minutes up the road. And so I said to him, oh, cool. Well, can I come round and pick them up? He said, yeah. So I went round there, and he invited me in. Older fella in his 60s invited me into his house, and then I thought, what am I doing here? I don't know this bloke from Adam. I'm just going around to pick up some Neo Geo magazines. And went into his front room, and he obviously watches the video and stuff. He was going really into all the videos I've done and how much he liked them and that. And then he started showing me his Neo Geo collection, which was quite small. It wasn't a big collection or anything, but he did tell me that back in the day he used to go up to Tottenham Court Road, and there was a shop up there which I remembered going into myself. And he used to buy all the Neo Geo games, and he was a member of the fan club, and he was just telling me loads of awesome stories of the Neo Geo back in the day and his love for it. And he showed me all these magazines. And I was there for about an hour, and I had to get going because I was going to meet my mate Dave. I only intended to be there for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. I ended up being there an hour. I was really late. And then in the end, I was like, all right, okay, what is he going to do? Is he going to give me these magazines or what? Because I've got to go. And he just turned around and said to me, right, okay, so what do you want to do about the magazines then? I said, well, I don't know. What are you going to give them, or what? Well, they're quite personal to me. He said, you can borrow them. You can borrow them if you like. And I thought, okay, yeah, that's cool. I'll borrow them, and I'll maybe hopefully make a video out of them or something. Because he'd written down in a lot of the magazines little notes from back in the day, like games he wanted to get and what he thought about the games. And because I thought to myself, there's no way he's going to give these to me. They're too personal. But you know, it's fine. I'm going to use them for a bit of information in one of my videos, because I've been going through all my Neo Geo games, just trying to get some more history about the system. And there's not a lot out there, not in the UK anyway. We didn't get a magazine over here on the Neo Geo, so it's actually quite nice to have some fan club magazines just to look through and get a bit of info on the games. So that was cool. That was cool. Nice pick up, but it was quite a bizarre morning. Anyway, yeah, that's my lot. I've gone on too long, haven't I? That's my podcast pickups. Let's move on to shout outs. Who are you going to shout out, Shaun?
Friendly shout outs.
I'm giving a shout out to Taggsta, an apology really for he might have got a few emails like I did, saying, "Oh, you're coming back to Britain, brilliant," and all that lot. So I've looked at his YouTube. He's got Taggsta's arcade shorts, and he does these. He's done quite a lot of Donkey Kong ones, and
I've been watching them.
they're quite well done. They're quite clever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You do shorts. The ones I've done, I've just sort of recorded it. I've not edited it or anything, and just uploaded it. But
They've got to be less than 60 seconds.
Well, you can do 3 minutes on a short now.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
It's a short video then.
Yeah.
I've never done any shorts on my channel. I think it's got to be kind of spontaneous thing that you think about. Oh, I need to video this quickly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you made an official apology then, not a shout out.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, mate. I think he can come back now. I think he might be forced to come back.
He won't come back. He only has to take one look at the weather forecast. No one's coming back here, mate.
He might like a bit of rain.
He might do, yeah. Not for long though. The novelty will soon wear off. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've got to say, huge thanks shout out to Jeremy for inviting me over to do the game room tour and all the gifts. Thanks for that, buddy. Paul Madden, aka Poptastic, for coming over sorting out your food fight. And a huge thank you to Nick, aka Red7, who's got a YouTube channel called Red7. If you haven't checked it out, guys, go and check it out. It's an awesome channel. A lot of arcade videos, PCBs, lots of rare stuff. He sent me a parcel from Dubai. That's where he lives, in Dubai. He's got this PC Engine PCB to Jammer. Not quite sure what it is, but I know Vic showed interest in it. Do you remember when he came on? We talked about it.
Yeah.
So I said to Vic, he's offered to send it. Do you want me to get it? He said, yeah. So he sent that, and I shall send that off to you, Vic. And if you get it working, because it is faulty, the deal is you've got to come back for a episode to tell us how you got on. That's the deal. And he agreed. So I'm going to send that off to you, Vic, this week. So that was really nice of Nick to send all that stuff. He also sent me a Jammer PCB. I haven't plugged it in yet, but I will do this week. A mug, a Switch game, and some other bits and bobs. So a huge shout out. A huge shout out to Nick, Red7. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, Red7 is red, the letter 7, even.
That's right.
Yeah, so it
like 7-Eleven, isn't it?
Yeah, so red, the number 7, then even, Red7. And that I presume is his YouTube channel, is it? Red7, yeah.
He does great videos, honestly. He picks up the most bizarre stuff. He's got great taste. So he's really into his PC Engine. He's into everything I'm into, really. All the Super Nintendo, Mega Drive. But he also picks up some great PCBs and does a little kind of review of them, of the games and what he's been playing. He's got candy cabs in his games room. He's got an awesome Neo Geo collection. Yeah, it's just cool and different. It's just a cool collection. He hasn't got any dedicated cabs like I've got, but he's got a lovely console and PCB collection. Definitely worth checking out, guys, if you haven't seen it.
Right, feedback. Got quite a lot of feedback.
Listener feedback.
Stuart Tracy, poop happy the podcast is out, but really wanted a few more goes on Salamander first to get my score up the ranks.
This is my old mate from my old drinking friend from around Blackburn. He moved to New Zealand years ago, and he just trolls me every now and again. He's put excellent. Looking forward to podcast number 80,085.
Oh yeah, would have to be.
He's just a troll. He's a great mate. I miss him actually. He came over.
School mate.
No, a work mate, and we sort of bonded, and we were sort of drinking buddies around Blackburn for a few years. Yeah, it was good.
Mark Singleton, wish I would have known about this. I could have thrown in a nice high score up Shaun Holly.
This is Salamander, isn't it?
What, is he good at it? Is he showing off? What's his
Yeah,
score?
I remember him completing it, and it is almost a memory game. And I said I remember watching you, mate, at Arcade Club a few years ago. You made it look easy, and that's just one he did. If you zoom in on that, he got 1.47 million points,
That's
which
crazy.
is a lot of points, and it's a lot.
Isn't he the Gauntlet World Champion?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I presume he still is. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got Retro Import Gamer. He says that ColecoVision got a really decent port of Congo Bongo, and I've always thought it was a 3D Donkey Kong. Well, you guessed right, and we'll get onto that later, James. He's got a YouTube channel as well, Retro Import Gamer.
Oh, we'll miss one here. Ollie Alpha One recommended a game called Boomerang for a featured game, so I'll put a link in. I don't know what it is. It's a janky one, so we might like it. Boomerang, yeah.
I did see that. I did play that, actually. That was really weird, because I was playing that the day before, and then he recommended it the day after. I thought, that is so weird, because it's such an obscure game. And the chances of me playing it, but we've got some connection, me and Ollie, I'm sure we have, because of the whole Sky Skipper thing and finding that PCB. We've got, I don't know, similar, I wouldn't say, well, yeah, it was similar taste, but it's, I don't know, just the chances of us both playing that weird and obscure game within a day of each other is bizarre. Yeah, Boomerang, odd game, maybe a future podcaster challenge, definitely.
Base Espresso. This is from your YouTube, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
I like this format. I can do some gaming and listen to it in the background. I was apprehensive about getting the Switch 2 after waiting for about 6 months. And I can 100% say that it's great and fully recommend getting one. But it is a bit expensive. I heard rumours that RAM prices might put the prices of consoles up even more in the near future.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I actually pre-ordered my first Switch 2 game yesterday, and I don't even have a Switch 2.
That's not very clever, is
it? Stupid is what it is. Well, it's this is the thing with it. It's like this. I'm not saying new game. R-Type 3, which is an R-Type game on the Super Nintendo, is getting re-released on the Switch. And it's like the R-Type Dimensions, so they've added a modern look to it. You can play it the old style, but they've also got a modern look to it as well. And I love R-Type 3. I think it's an awesome game. And there's a couple of companies that are re-releasing it in games, and is it limited run or strictly limited? I can't remember, one of those two. But what I heard was that there could be some lag on the Switch version. And I thought, how can that be? How can there be lag on a game that old on a new console? And it's almost like they're wanting you to buy the Switch 2 because they reckon there won't be any lag on the Switch 2. But why would there be any lag on the original Switch? It's an old game. So I ended up pre-ordering the Switch 2 version and the Switch version. I will test the original Switch version out. If there's no lag, then I'll sell the Switch 2 version, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it just annoys me that, that they're saying a lot of these games now run better on the Switch 2, but it shouldn't be the case. A lot of them are old games. It's crazy. But I guess I will eventually get one at some point. It's just so expensive, the Switch 2. Nintendo always sold themselves on selling affordable consoles. That's why they always did so well, because they were always slightly underpowered from all the others, but they were affordable. For the first time, they brought a console out that's actually really expensive for what it is, I think. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway. Retro games played badly. Our good mate Dave is always ironing while listening to our podcast. Regarding Metal Slug Tactics, I really wanted to like it. Unfortunately, it was way too hard for my meager abilities. Oh, here we go. I was ironing in my pants. You both don't stop singing. I'm unsubbing. So this is the culprit. This is the person who doesn't like our singing, Shaun.
Oh dear.
Are we bothered that he goes?
Well, like he's a good listener, and you've been
He does comment.
Have you been round to his house as well?
I haven't, no.
Oh,
He's got a YouTube channel. I do watch his channel, but yeah. Okay, I don't know. I'll have a think about that because we quite like singing on this podcast.
yeah.
I'm not quite sure about the idea of you ironing your pants, though.
Does he mean pants as in trousers?
Oh, he could be. Yeah, he could be American, couldn't he?
Yeah. Pants. Yeah. Anyway, retro tap. There is a Wimpy. We're talking about Wimpies in my town, Ashford, and I walked past one in Brighton, but it looks surprisingly modern. Couldn't do a Wimpy walk away in that.
Wimpies are still about. Well, yeah, I haven't seen a Wimpy in a long time. I quite like Wimpy.
Carl Moore. This is the feedback for Congo Bongo. I didn't put in the scores because it's too big. Graphics and sound. The isometric playfield was always going to take some getting used to. For its time, it looks nice, and I found the controls quite tight for most part. Simple, catchy jingles make this a pleasure to play. This is Congo Bongo, getting ahead of ourselves a bit here. Gameplay basic setup, 4 stages per level, rinse and repeat. The difficulty progression is fair, and the randomness is a good mix of skill and memory. 7 out of 10 pences. That's his score. And that's a setup. Congo Bongo on Mister with Quanbar Obsidian PS4 arcade sticks. Carlito. That's Carlito.
Is he a new player? I haven't seen.
Yeah, I think last month and this month, yeah.
Obviously a huge fan of Congo Bongo and a good player of it. That is a massive score. Oh my God. Incredible. Aid Skyway. Hello, chaps. Thanks for another fun podcast. Always great to listen and lots of laughs. Congo Bongo looks great considering its age. I found the isometric view and controls made it tricky to make the precise movements needed at times. Lots of frustrating deaths. I do like the variety in the levels though. I've attached a photo of another game I've been playing. It's a version of Juno First for the Atari 2600. I'd highly recommend it to any of the fans of the arcade game. This plays so well and really pushes the old Atari. The picture looks like a homebrew. Sure is.
I asked him, yeah.
That does look good. I don't have an Atari 2600. I was thinking about getting that Pac-Man one. I'm not a fan of Pac-Man, but it does look cool. You know, the yellow one they brought out.
There's a link there to the cart, and you can see the gameplay. The gameplay looks really good, so it must be doing a lot on the cart. Because I don't think the Atari could.
I think I might have to buy that. I might have to get a 2600 Aid.
I don't think the Atari could produce this on its own. I think a lot of it's running off that cart. Oh, and he's also put another awesome few hours spent today at the pinballoffice.co.uk. It's a pinball place. Highly recommend if you plan of pinball, and I'll add the 10p score just to spread the word about the place. But hashtag 10p score, I see it, you see.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Aid Skyway. Thanks, Aid.
Cheers, Aid. Davy Boy says, hi, Shaun and Alex. Hope you're all well. Thanks for the podcast recommendations last month of They Create Worlds. Yeah, that's a great podcast, mate. I mean, I've listened to a lot of them twice, gone back and listened to them. Brilliant. Well, that Alex Smith, he says, really knows his stuff about retro. I do shift work and listen to a lot of podcasts at work. Only the last 10 years to catch up on. Congo Bongo, I really love this game and the wacky characters. I like the animation of the little monkeys. I'm not that great at it. Got to the 4th level a few times but never managed to loop it. I generally just stayed on the 3rd level, jumping in the holes, trying to get a non-embarrassing score. Keep up the great work, guys. Speak next month. Cheers, Davey Boy, a.k.a. Dave Doran.
And some guys put, OG Steak Steve. I played Congo Bongo Arcade Club. Arcade Cab nearly every week as a kid. Loved that game, even though it would make me angry at times. And that's a gif of a man in an office with a sledgehammer smashing up his computer and the photocopier and smashing everything up.
Brilliant.
It's a gif, and it's actually been filmed. That's some film behind him.
Excellent.
The rage is real. Those blinking rhinos on board 3. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll get into that. There is a way round them. Stacey King, no score for me this month. My dad entered a hospice just over 2 weeks ago, but he died yesterday. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Oh, my condolences to you, Stacey.
Yeah, much love to him and his family, I've put.
Yeah.
And this is Mitsuyama, Stephen Bell. Have you seen this place? It's quite near to you. Yeah, it's a pinball club that Tronads and Mark Appidood have been to. It's in Preston.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go on a Friday night and you just, I think you pay, you can become a member or something. You pay a bit on the door and then you can just play all these, not many brand spanking new games, but classics.
Well, that's always good. Taggsta found this true dictionary definition of the word janky. Is this for real? So this has got to be the Australian one, right? Not the English dictionary, the Australian dictionary. It says janky, Congo Bongo. The earliest people of the Congo Basin are widely believed to have been the first to play Congo Bongo. They sacrificed the janky game and set fire to it, restoring peace and happiness in the Congo.
Well, J Ping sent me a rhyme and sent on Salamander, and I couldn't find it. And he's not hashtagged it anything here. I wonder if it was a link on a thread, but I couldn't find it. And he's put, salutations, I was salivating as I sailed forth on Salford, firing my salvos, salvaging power-ups, salutary lessons learned as I sought salvation. Salute to Vic. In other words, I love this one. Scores updated on Sidekick. That was Salamander. Yeah, I didn't see that. It might have been in a thread somewhere. I didn't see it. Sorry, J Ping.
Biscuit review, I learn about you. Biscuit review.
Biscuit review. I mentioned last week or last month I wasn't so keen on them pistachio biscuits that I had.
No, I like them.
But there's a different take on here. Pistachio and Belgian chocolate cookies. So they're quite different, and I like these. It's not such an overpowering pistachio taste. I like these pistachio and Belgian chocolate cookies. Yeah, not bad at all, them.
Nice. Right, moving on to 1983.
Musical memories.
The musical memories. Wow, what year? God, how old was I? In 1983? I would have been 12. I would have been 12 years old, Shaun. And I was listening to ZZ Top Eliminator. I remember having that on cassette and loving. I used to love the ZZ Top videos. They were so out there. You know, the cars, the girls. It was just so cool. Sort of beginning of MTV, wasn't it? That kind of era. But yeah, I remember that album. Great album. Thriller. I mean, everyone remembers that. I mean, God, every kid was watching that. I remember when it broadcast. Did it broadcast on BBC about 11 o'clock? And we all stayed up to watch Michael Jackson's Thriller when it came out. Do you remember that, Shaun?
Yeah.
That was incredible, wasn't it? Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. That's when I started getting... Well, I was into Maiden before that, but that was one of the first big albums I really enjoyed. And I have to admit, I was into Spandau Ballet. I used to love True. What a tune.
Always believe in your soul.
Yeah. You know
You
what? When
got
that
the
tune comes
power to
on,
go. You're
I remember being on
indestructible.
the
Always
shush.
believe.
Zip it.
Sorry. I think I was singing gold there, wasn't I? Not true.
Yeah, you got the wrong song, wrong
Key.
notes, wrong key. Oh my God. Go back to your human beatbox, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I remember that exactly where I was when that song came out. 267 Buster Hammersmith. Some bloke came on with a getter blaster on his shoulder, blaring that out, and us kids all down the back of the bus. Don't know where we were smoking at the time, but you could smoke on buses back then. Yeah, it's funny how the music jogs your memories, isn't it?
Well, this one, for me, Yellow, You Got to Say Yes to Another Excess. That's the album name and track name. I first heard this, is a bit of a cheat really. I first heard of Yellow in 1986 when Yellow's Gold Rush track appeared on the Tube, which was a UK music show hosted by Jules Holland and Paula Yates. Do you remember it?
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
great show.
And it was one of Yellow's staples is using the voice as a kind of a rhythm, like ooh da da ooh da da, and that kind of stuff, and it blew my mind. So I started hoovering up everything I could get from Yellow, and I found this 1983 album, which was incredible. That You've Got to Say Yes to Another Excess. It's a bit cheating, really. So I found it in '86, but it was a 1983 album, and I've been a big Yellow fan ever since. I've followed them all the way through the years. I've got every album. I did get a load of 12 inches and stuff, but I've lost them with vinyl. I don't know what I did.
Yeah, it was a couple of good. They did a couple of good tracks or hit singles they had, didn't they? What was the big single they had? The big hit.
The Race.
The Race. That was it.
Yeah, I had a 13-minute version of that,
Yeah,
somewhere.
That was good. Top 10 countdown of March 1983. Number 10 is High Life, Modern Romance. Don't know them. Can't remember that. So I'll probably know it if I heard it, but it doesn't ring any bells.
Some backing stuff. No,
God, I've just lost the... There we go, sorry. Orange Juice with Rip It Up. Rip it up and start again. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 9. Michael Jackson Going Down with Billie Jean.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
That's a good one.
She's just a mate that I met down the shops.
Kiss him goodbye. Notice I'm talking over the top of you when you're singing.
Sorry, yeah. I'm meant to be singing, aren't I? Sorry about that. Bad singing.
Forrest with Rock the Boat. Do you know that one?
I don't remember.
Rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat and tip the boat over. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I do. I don't remember him being called Forrest, but...
Let's Dance, David Bowie.
Oh, yeah, classic. Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. That's the German David Bowie.
Speak Like a Child, the Style Council. I was never a fan of the Style Council.
No, I don't remember.
I like the Jam, but the Style Council never did it for me. Sweet Dreams, Eurythmics, huge hit for them.
Oh, I loved that, yeah.
Yeah. Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. I hated that song.
Yeah.
Hated it. Absolutely hated it. So who's number 1 then? Any guesses?
1983.
March 1983. New in at number 1. It is Duran Duran. Is There Something I Should Know? I bought the single. I actually bought that single. Good song. Good band. Good times.
I listened
good
to the
year.
Greatest Hits about a year ago, and I thought, yeah, there's some really good songs here. And he had, what was it called? Simon Le Bon, is it?
Simon Le Bon.
He had a really high falsetto kind of voice, didn't he? In some of it. I didn't realize. I remembered it. Some clever lyrics as well in them songs.
Yeah, great bass player. I mean, they're good musicians, actually. I really like them. John Taylor on bass guitar was awesome. Andy Taylor on guitar. I don't know if they were brothers. Nick Rhodes on keyboards. Yeah, really, really good band. Right, moving on to
Featured
this month's
game.
featured game.
Feature game review.
Yes.
From that year, 1983.
This is your pick.
My pick. What a pick.
We put loads in here, mate. Loads.
I know. I really got into this. Congo Bongo. Or Donkey Kong in Zaxxon Land.
Oh, clever, yeah.
Which is the first thing I thought of when I played it because of the isometric view. It's designed by Ikegami, the same company that made Donkey Kong and Zaxxon. So it's no surprises I've drawn that comparison. Ikegami had exclusive rights to Donkey Kong, being its creator. However, Nintendo did not fulfill this agreement and reversed engineered Donkey Kong onto their own hardware so they could redistribute it themselves and create a sequel, Donkey Kong Jr., which, as far as I'm aware, is the first fully designed game in-house by Nintendo.
Oh, wow.
Which was Donkey Kong Jr. Ikegami filed a lawsuit, a 580 million lawsuit in 1983 against Nintendo, and was finally settled out of court. And Nintendo finally owned full ownership of Donkey Kong. I think that was around about 1990. Congo Bongo was made to put two fingers up at Nintendo for all the lawsuits they had previously had over the ownership of Donkey Kong, which brings us to Congo Bongo. So when Ikegami cut all ties with Nintendo, they started work with other video game companies like Sega. They wanted to stick the boot in Nintendo and create a follow-up success to Donkey Kong with similar theme of Congo Bongo. You play as the red-nosed safari explorer who's trying to get his revenge on the giant ape who's just set fire to his tent, which is a really lovely little scene.
Yeah.
The game is set over 4 stages and uses an isometric perspective just like Zaxxon. It's a 4-way joystick game with a single button used for jump and duck, which I didn't know about for the first week. I didn't know you could duck down the hole, which was really annoying. And when I found out...
It's not in anywhere. I couldn't see it on the flyer. I just
No.
couldn't. It's like a hidden thing, isn't it? You can actually duck down the holes.
Yeah, you fall in the hole, your head keeps popping up, and you just get your head chopped off by the rhino's feet.
Yeah.
It was really weird. It took a while to suss that out. So gameplay, level 1. Isometric Donkey Kong is what it looks like. You've got to climb cliffs, jump rivers, and avoid coconuts, basically. There are monkeys. There's 3 brown monkeys. And if all 3 grab hold of you, they will throw you off the cliff. But you can get out of their grip by repeatedly pressing the jump button, and you can shake them off. But that uses up time, and you are on a time limit, so you can see your bonus going down. So the quicker you get off the level, the more bonus you get. A bit like Donkey Kong. In fact, the whole presentation looks like a Donkey Kong level, the way they've designed the score and everything on the screen, because it's the same company. Same company made Donkey Kong and Congo Bongo and Zaxxon. They look similar. It's designed by the same company. Level 2, the Snake Lake. You've got to avoid the scorpions and the snakes. To avoid the snakes, what I was doing was enticing them out. So if you sort of hang around on that first big island in the middle, you can draw them out and then run round the edge, and then you've only got one to jump over, then run round, get to the hippo, jump on the hippo, and you're across. And then I think you've got one rhino to jump across. That was probably the easiest level out of the lot for me. I always found that pretty easy.
Yeah.
Level 3, this is the one that had me stuck for days, the Rhino Ridge. There's loads of rhinos running about, and there's loads of holes. And in one of the holes, you might find like a native with a spear, and he will disappear, pop up and disappear, and then reappear in another hole. So you don't want to go down that hole while he's there. So you've got to avoid him. as well as avoiding the rhinos. And if you jump down a hole, you get 1,000 points. Now, this is when I realised you could point press on this level, and you can actually gain quite a lot of points by repeatedly jumping down the holes. And if you get to the top 2 holes, right at the top of the screen, if you get in them and duck down, all the other rhinos disappear on the screen except for one. So you can clear the screen of rhinos and make it a lot easier for you. So you've only got one rhino left. And then you can point press on those top holes, just jump in and out of the holes, getting thousands and thousands of points.
You get
That's where I
thousand
wrapped
every
up a
time
lot.
you go down, don't you? And then it kind of resets and you go back to the other hole.
Yeah,
And
well, you'd
that's
have
got
to
1,000 in it, yeah.
Yeah, alternate the holes. If you keep going down the same hole, you won't get the bonus. You have to go into another hole, then another hole. But those top 2 holes is where it was done. But it's not easy. It's still quite tricky, and it's even, I played this game solidly for 2 weeks. I absolutely loved it, and it still was catching me out. Because it is, because of the viewpoint, the isometric viewpoint, it is difficult to see where you are. Like all those isometric games from that era. All the ultimate play the games like Nightlaw, Zaxxon. It's very difficult to judge where you are in comparison to the obstacles in the environment. It does catch you out. Do you know what I mean, Shaun?
Yeah.
And then you got level 4, the last level, Lazy Lagoon, which is a bit like Frogger. You've got to just jump on the lily pads, platforms, hippos, even the piranhas, you jump on their back. But they do drop down. So it's a little bit like Frogger, where they will submerge under the water, so you've got to be quick. So a bit of a tricky level. I mean, I tended to go probably quite a long way round on that level, but I got so used to doing it, I thought, let's just stick with it. I saw other people taking shorter cuts through it, and I tried that, but I just thought, no, I'll just stick with what you know. You're getting off this level fairly easily without dying. Just stick with a long way round, which is what I did. But I probably lost a few points on that.
So you were playing it with a 4-way stick?
Yeah.
So you got used to it. I found it really hard to get used to. But you actually get your mind set into up, down, left and right is sort of like diagonal, isn't it? Sort of northwest and southeast, and
Yeah. It didn't. It took a few goes to get into, a few days to get into. Once I sussed out the rhino level, it was a godsend. It was a game changer, absolute game changer. And then I think I looped it 3 times, which was pretty good, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. The other thing I'd add: every time you walk, you get points. So. And that's what I found with this game, that the sound effects were really important to judge whether you'd moved or not. If you took those sound effects out, like the steps, the footprint steps, the walking steps sound effects, if you took them out of the game, you would really struggle to play this game, because you could tell by the sounds if you'd moved or not, or you were on the edge of something, which I thought was really important in this game. Yeah, the graphics, as I said, the isometric viewpoint can be confusing, but I thought the graphics were charming, really charming little graphics, little animations of the death scene with him going up to heaven in a halo. I loved that sequence, as well as the ape setting fire to him at the beginning when he's asleep in his tent. And if you managed to loop the game, he got his revenge at the end, didn't he, by setting fire to the ape.
When he sat on his throne. Yeah,
that's really, really cool. Sound effects were cute. Footstep effects were essential, like I said. And I like the music. It was really, really cool. I thought it was a really good game. Ports and sequels. A sequel was made called Revenge of Congo Bongo, but was never released because of the crash. So it was in development at some point. An enhanced remake, however, was made for the Sega Ages collection on the PS2, but only on the Japanese region. I've looked that up, and it actually looks really good. I'd like to play that, but I think if the only way of playing it is on the Japanese PS2s, I'm not getting it just for that. But it does look good. Other ports, pretty much on everything: Atari 2600, VIC-20, Atari 5200, SG-1000, Commodore 64, Intellivision, Apple II, MSX, and Texas Instruments. The Coleco version looks the best in my opinion, but I haven't played them. I haven't played any of them. The cabinet art, awesome looking cabinet. The cabinet's very well. It's the same cabinet as they used as for Zaxxon. So it's a Zaxxon shape profile cabinet. It's got lovely side art, Sega logo with the ape depicted and the Safari Explorer setting fire to him. Looks like he's actually tickling his feet with something. Got a lovely control panel, bezel. Yeah, really nice cabinet actually. It's at the arcade club, isn't it? So I'm definitely going to play it when I get up there.
Right, let's do some scores.
High score countdown.
Okay, see what people thought of this game.
Right down, start from the bottom. Basil the Sane, 8,700. Congo Bongo attempted a few goes on this, but really frustrating controls, and it ruined it for me. Doesn't look bad, but a bit of a stinker to play. Yeah, I'm going to have some opinions on this.
Oh, are you now?
Yeah.
Retro Rex, 9,070. This game is as janky as the jankiest jank, winning a competition almost all of the other janky games in the whole janky universe. Not for me. I'm blaming my 8-way stick. Yeah, you can't play it with an 8-way. Congo Bongo, utter tosh. Though I do presently have a blood clot in my lower arm? In immense pain with the damn thing, so perhaps my patience is wearing thin. My score is a paltry 5,930.
He actually got a bit more than that. He actually got 9,070 after he wrote it.
Yeah.
Zestora, 9,200.
Avon, sorry, is that Avon?
Evan, I think. Evan 04.
Evan 04, 10,170.
Stuart Time Warp Arcade owner, 10,270. Stupid coconuts, stupid monkeys. Scorpions are okay. Stupid snakes, stupid rhinos, sir. Rhino things. No, sir, I didn't like it. No matter how much I played, I just didn't get any better. Next game, please.
Groove Furnishings Limited. Got company entering here. 10,580.
It's called Groove Furniture. We always change him. Or in 29th place, I had loads of plays this time. Ponder with 1 point, 11,610.
Snarkade, Darren Shell, 13,180.
Dr. Goggles, Niall, 13,550.
Ross, 13,880. Not a fan of isometric games. Controls are clunky, like Qbert. I end up jumping the wrong way. Infuriating. On the cab is the joystick spun 45 degrees, ? Probably. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't played it.
Yeah, it is. Jimmy said. Jimmy's got a Qbert. He's got a dedicated... Okay. Well, he's got a Qbert cab with must be a multi-game in it. So he was playing it on that, which was good for him. Paul McCaskey, 14,950.
One Punch Ron, 15,840. This is my final score of Congo Bongo. I'm up in Newcastle today, so I won't have time for the last game before the deadline. Pity, because I actually like the game, even with the rhinos.
He is Jimmy with the cab, 16,570. Utter SH1T. This game and my score.
Craig, Goodwin's Place, 17,480. I gave up after completing one loop. Couldn't put myself through doing it again.
That's me, that.
You did well, though.
J Ping Barber, 17,770. Congo Bongo played this too longo. It's starting to pongo. It's okay, but not really a fan of these pseudo 3D games. Looking forward to the next one.
Chris CMP, 18,300.
8-Bit Boy UK. He's the one I think he's helping Retro Ross.
Kong off.
Yeah, with the Kong off, yeah.
Yeah.
19,000 decided to give Congo Bongo a go-go. I really like the SG-1000 version, and this is a lot of fun too. Having been practicing Donkey Kong a lot recently, I can see the similarities, and it has a lot of character. A welcome palate cleanser. Great pick, guys. Ooh, someone likes it.
Mark, what no gravy, 19,050.
Mark Happy Dude, 19500. I have to report that I really do not like Congo Bongo. I will go so far as to say I much prefer some of the jankier games Mr. Vic Marland has picked over this. In fact, Peter Pack-Rat is a better game than Congo Bongo.
No.
Oh.
No. Majok, 19,810.
Jeremy Riley, he got 20,500.
Davey Boy, 25,030.
We've already read his comments out. Me, 25,040. I did a bit of point pressing on the rhinos, but I just couldn't be bothered. So what I did, I looped it, and I thought that's enough because the collision detection was so strict. Like your hitbox was the whole guy. You had no room for manoeuvring. The amount of times I died on edges and ledges and trying to run away. I played it until I looped it, and I got onto the second level, and you go up that slope.
Yeah,
and there's no monkey to stop you slipping, and it's like a blinking ice rink. I thought, right, I'm done.
Oh, mate, I was stuck on that for ages. I was swearing on that bit for ages. And then
done with
once you've worked it out, it's like, oh, my God. Okay.
How do you do it then?
Well, you have to be close to the edge of the wall. It's just about markers in the games, not marking stuff out where, once you've done it right, remember, mark that. That's where you need to be on that level next time. So the closer you are to the face of the wall, if you think of like the isometric wall, as you go down the slope, you're sliding so quickly. But as soon as you press up, you've got less of a distance to sort of fall off the edge if you're closer to the wall, so you can get round that corner easily. Whereas before, I was on the other side, not close to the wall, and you just end up falling off. It's still tough. It's just timing and just knowing where to be on the level once you've sussed it out. But, for a lot of people, they don't want to put the time in to suss those things out. They don't want to work them out because they just don't like the game. I liked the game and was willing to figure it out. And that's the difference. If you like a game, you're willing to put the time to figure things out, to get further into it, because you've done it once, you must be able to do it again and again and again. And if people are getting really high scores, it must be doable. It's just working it out and remembering it each time. I really liked it. Anyway, where are we? John.
I played it an embarrassing amount of times to loop it, I must have played it 30 times to loop it. I thought, oh God, what am I doing wrong? I was jumping on the snakes. Oh, you got to wait till they come to you, and all that sort of stuff.
Apparently, that slope bit, I never tried it, or I might have tried it once. It didn't work for me. But you can jump just at the edge where the slope begins. If you jump off the top, you can jump all the way down, so you land on the flat part of the platform. So then you don't slide off; you just land still. Someone said you could do that, but I never tried it. It didn't work for me.
Cool.
Anyway, we've got John, 25,000 with 480.
Brian Haribo, 37,540. It's the old story. Ape sets fire to man. Man relentlessly hunts down ape. Man sets fire to ape while he's asleep. Where have we seen that before? Probably an old movie.
Peter Rhodes, 39,320. Hi chaps, another interesting game this month. If you'd asked me before playing it if I needed a cross between Zaxxon and Donkey Kong and Frogger in my life, I would have probably said no. But I found it quite fun once you get the hang of it. One other thing. Is it just me, or does the main character look like an illegitimate offspring of Mario and the Saberman from the Specky game Night Lord? Maybe it's the hat or something. Thanks, Pete.
To Tony Riccardi, keep up the great work. I think he put He put something else in as well.
Did he?
Yeah, he was saying how he didn't like it, but that was his latest comment.
Mr. Messi, 53,400. The isometric Donkey Kong wannabe. No, it's not a wannabe. You've got to get this right, guys. Ikigami designed Donkey Kong, and now they've designed this. So, it's not a wannabe, is it? I don't think so. Anyway, he says, it has got some mighty dodgy collision detecting in places. I don't think it has. I just think it's the viewpoint that's people struggled with here. Once you learn its quirks and perhaps use the four-way stick turned 45 degrees, it's pretty good fun. Don't tell anyone, but I think I prefer Donkey Kong. I do. I prefer Donkey Kong, but I still think this is a great game.
Prefer it to Donkey Kong, he's put.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I read that wrong. Yeah. Well, no, I still prefer Donkey Kong, but I still think this is a great game.
Gaz Quickfall, new player. Thanks for playing. Good score. 54,000. Great game. I think I've lost Tony Riccardi's comments, you know. I'll have to put them in.
I'll have to make another apology on next month's podcast.
I will, won't I?
At number 6,
with 5 points, Mr. Crowley.
Yeah, I kept looking at the SIDEKICK, and I was third or second at one point for quite a few days, and I thought, how long's this going to last? Because I played it solidly for 2 weeks, and then I dropped off. The last 2 weeks I didn't play it as much, but you know, I knew people were going to overtake me. Anyway, I got 82,390, and I'm well chuffed with that.
That's a great score. Aid Skyway, 6 points with 94,570. Oh no, I was hoping I'll not have to play it again, because they're in a, like, Aid and Mr. Berserker and Rygar are all sort of battling against each other. Oh, yeah, I didn't want to play it again. Nice score, sir. I will be. I think he's talking about Mr. Berserker. Will I be able to summon at the will to jump in those holes yet again? And he did. 94,576 points.
Great score, Aid. Rygar, slow start for him. It took a while to get up there, but he got amazing score. Got the 100,000 mark, 103,470. Good score, Alan.
Yeah, Mitsuyama, he's a great player, isn't he? He really is good this year. Right, 8 points with 131,200, my best score. It took me a while to get used to the isometric view. I would mark the game 7 out of 10. While it's not a game I'd play very often, I'll give it a couple of credits and see what it's all about.
Mr. Berserker, number 2, with 9 points, and his score was 153,890. This is my last go at Congo Bongo. Been playing in the YOLO, what's that? 2026. I think that's part of the score contest at AussieArcade.com.
That's me put that in.
Still think that the hippos are a lottery.
He's put that, yeah. I'll just put that in the middle. I think it's part of the. It did say what it was.
What, YOLO?
Yeah.
Some sort of competition.
Yeah, I think you pick a certain amount of games and you've got to get a sort of a score, and then they add them all up at the end, and it's sort of an average of your best score.
Great score, mate. Great score.
And number 1, have we done Mr. But yeah, number 1, Carlito, which we've already mentioned his comments. 10 points with 189,520.
Yeah.
What a score! What a score!
The Joker in the pack just appeared out of nowhere, didn't he? I thought Mr. Berserker was going to run away with that, but
last year's winner, yeah.
Carl got it in the end. All good scores, guys. Really good scores. Well done.
The overall league standings, I'm going to leave it for 3 months till I get enough data, because it's just 2 games at the minute. Yeah, so I'll put that on. How many 10p's? Oh.
I really enjoyed this game, and I played it solidly for 2 weeks. Every night I looked forward to coming home and playing this game, and I probably played it an hour a night. So I'm going to give it 9 of my hard-earned 10p's, mate. I really enjoyed this, and I can't wait to play it on an original cabinet. It's funny because I remember it from back in the day. Obviously didn't have a lot of time or money to put into it, but I do remember enjoying it as a kid. So it was really nice to revisit this game and put some time into it. I really enjoyed it. And that's what I love about the podcast. You know, remembering his old games and finally putting some real time into it. I really enjoyed it. What about you, mate?
1. 110p. One of the most frustrating games I've played in a long time. It's just, the collision detection was like overzealous. You didn't have to touch something and you died. But it obviously, if you put hours and hours and hours into it like you do, you get good at it and you know the game works.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have the patience, and it took me, like I said, ages to get to a point where I could loop it.
Yeah.
And I just thought...
Well, it's of its time, isn't it? It's 1983. It's of its time. You've got to take that into consideration. So they're working within the limits of the hardware at the time. I still think it's a good game. It's a fun little game. And when you look at Donkey Kong, there's a couple of levels in Donkey Kong where you whiz through. You know, what level is it? There's one level in Donkey Kong that you can do in a few seconds. And this game has a level like that as well. So, you know, it needs refining. But I think at the time, it was actually quite cool, quite a cutesy little game. And I really enjoyed it, and I like the history of it. The fact that Ikigami made it, and the whole lawsuit with Nintendo, not over this particular game, but they ended up taking Nintendo to court over Donkey Kong, and then creating this game out of kind of revenge, you know, for the lawsuits that they had, taking the gorilla and everything. So yeah, it's you can see the comparisons with Donkey Kong, and they're there for a reason. They wanted to compete, put two fingers up at Nintendo.
Yeah, it does look good and the graphics are good. But I just do not like the gameplay. I just could not get on with it at all.
Yeah.
Some of the jumps you've got to be pixel perfect, and then you bounce off the walls by accident and go down the holes. And
I did think you wouldn't like it, but Soul's not in it. Did Soul play it?
No,
He didn't, did he?
No.
I thought he would like this one.
Next show's game.
Right, next show's game. It's my pick. I was looking for an isometric racer like Neo Drift Out that we did in 2019. Something like 1,000 Miles Miglia or something like that.
Yeah.
But I looked at a few of them, and there's no scoring in it. You get a bit of a time, but
yeah.
So you suggested a few, and I picked one of them. You suggested like popflame, a steep speed rumbler, dead connection, overtop, and a few others.
Yeah.
So I looked at them and I thought popflame is the one for me. So I have chosen Pop Flamer as the next featured game. It's POP Flamer.
Yeah, same year, 1983.
Yeah, Jaleco 1983. The ROM is... Oh, no. I have to put the ROM... I think it's I'll have to... ROM name is here. Pop Flame, you fool. POPFLAME. POPFLAME. Thank you. I'll put it in. It's a 4-way stick and 1 button as far as I'm aware. 3 lives. Bonus life at 30,000. Difficulty easy. That's on all the platforms. Raspberry Pi. Arcade.com. MAME.
On the Nintendo Switch.
MAME settings. So submit your score... Deadline Saturday the 7th of March, 5 p.m. UK time. So you got a month. Well, it's a bit less than a month, isn't it? Because we record this on a Tuesday or Monday this month. We're a bit early. Put it out on a Thursday, so you've got till that Saturday and 3 weeks after that. So it's 4 weeks anyway. 7th of March, UK time. Submit your score on one of these 3 places: Twitter, X, hashtag 10p score. That's hashtag 10p score. In the Sidekick app, make sure you're in the 10 pence club section or I won't see it. And email biscuits@10pencearcade.com. So it's just 3 places now you can submit your score. Get your ROMs from wherever you can find legitimate arcade ROMs. It be that in MAME, Switch, Evercade, Raspberry Pi, Antstream, anywhere where you can get legitimate ROMs. Obviously, no continues allowed unless you're trying to save state through it and then you play it properly, which I do on some games. So that's it, kids. Got some links for you there. I'll put some links in the show notes, what we mentioned. And thank you very much for listening. It's been absolutely brilliant, hasn't it?
No. It has. It was a really good game. I really enjoyed that one.
Oh, I don't know.
And I think this next one looks pretty good as well. Same year, Jaleco. So yeah, be interesting this one. Really enjoyed that. Got to say a huge thanks to everyone that participated in this month's game. All your comments. Love reading out your comments, guys. Keep them coming. Any more game picks or pickups, even just pickups? Love to see your pickups, guys. Yeah, huge thanks to everyone. Thanks, Shaun. Always a pleasure, mate, doing it with you, buddy.
Yes, thank you, mate. I enjoyed it, even though I didn't enjoy the game, but it's...
Yeah, but that's what it's about, though. It's about finding out new games. And it's not all the games are not going to appeal to everybody, are they? But it's still fun to give them a go.
I've just had a quick look at this popflamer, and I think it's one... It reminds me of Dig Dug, where you can like multiply the scores.
Right.
So yeah. I think it's going to be a high scoring game if you can do it. But it's unusual. I quite like the look of it. I think it's a 4-way stick and 1 button.
Yeah, look forward to this one. Well, cheers, Shaun. Thanks very much, mate. Enjoyed doing this, and guys, I'll see you on next one. Look out for me, game room tour coming up on the channel. Other than that, cheers, Shaun. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.
Cheers, mate.